Tamara Meyer here. I am studying video blogging, so I would love a lot of feedback, a bit of response as well, as I will be sharing this on my YouTube page. So please subscribe to Tamara Meyer, and it will be on my Facebook page as well. Indication. So a lot of the times, actually let's go with most of the times, every time, we will get an email from our agent the night before. They'll say, hey, this is the audition, can you make it? It's at this time, at this location, please prepare, and then it will go for all. Now, as an example, there's so many things, avenues and things you need to think about, and the first thing that is always that you need to think about is, what are you going to wear? Looks is so important because depending on the type of audition you are going for, example, a kids show, you wouldn't be wearing to a kids show something that you would wear to, say, a Chicago audition, a dance call for that. So there's always the aspect on what clothes to wear. Second, you need to prepare your headshot and your CV. Now, a lot of the times your agent will send you through to the client prior to the audition, your photos and CV. And sometimes the audition is based that the client will go, oh, that's the type of person I want to audition, send her through. Even though that this does still happen, you are still required to bring your headshot and CV. The question is, what CV and what headshot should you bring? Now, I know a lot of agents have different sort of photos of each different artist. You'll get your headshot, your dance kind of look, your edgy look, maybe a bit of fashion as well, and so forth. As an example, your headshot is pretty much explaining your personality. And if you were to go to a kids audition, you pretty much want the right headshot showing that you're a very fun, young, bright, bold, bubbly kind of character. As opposed to if you were to go to a catwalk fashion audition, you would want to show your body in the photo that you send through. So photos, CVs, very, very important. Now, if it is a TV commercial audition, something that you don't want to wear is stripes, bright colors, and anything that is too revealing. So that reason behind that is stripes on camera makes you look a lot larger. It is horrible on the eyes, same with anything bright too. So whenever you go for a TV commercial acting audition, you want to wear very simple clothes. Obviously still showing your body and shape, but neutral colors like your navy blues, not white, but like your browns and light greens and stuff like that. Blues are really good too. And the same thing goes when you're doing your hair and makeup. You just want it to be simple, very plain, very natural, as they want to see you not as if you're on a stage, but you raw. So as natural as possible for a TV commercial. Now, picking a monologue can be tricky as well because you don't want to do your Shakespeare monologue when you're going into a kids show. So this is where you do your research, of course, the night before when you are given the audition notice quite late. Sometimes they send you scripts, sometimes it's a cold read, which a cold read is you basically walk in there and they give you a script on the spot, you have 5 minutes to read, and then they pretty much get you to perform it. A lot of people hate those. I absolutely love those. I find that you can just go with however you want and how you ever want to kind of interpret. Now, preparing a monologue the night before for a kids show can basically be something that is fun, that isn't too serious, and obviously it can be lifelike of a Disney character or something like that. You want to stick to an age range that is you. You don't want to be doing a kids show monologue where you're acting as a kid. It's still an adult kind of show, but it's representing the kids, so it's something engaging the kids rather than being the kid itself. I was with my singing teacher a few days ago, and as I told him that I did have this very last minute kids show audition, it was, the first initial thought was, well, it's last minute, can we prepare a Disney kind of song? Sadly, preparing a song like that within the 24 hours is beyond impossible. So it is very good to have a wide range of genres of different songs. You have your pop, your 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, your musical theatre, your kids shows, Disney as well. So make sure you do have a lot of options of song choices. My advice as well for everyone out there in the industry, have 20 million copies of your headshot and comp cards, guaranteed. And it's happened to me. There's that moment where you find out that there's an audition, you look at your folder of all your photos, and there's no photos in there. And it is 5:20 p.m. You have to run into the shop, ask the lady to do the copy of the photo, ends up taking an hour, and then there's more stress caused. So make sure you have a lot of copies of your photos as well. Same with CVs, because a lot of people I know don't have printers. It's something worth investing as well is a printer. You will have to print sheet music. A lot of the times auditions aren't with backing tracks. So having a printer for your CV, printing documents, anything like that, and sheet music is definitely a very good investment. The night before. Now, the reason why I always think this is important is the night before is going to determine how you will be the following day. Now, obviously you don't want to be going out on a big bender the night before, having lots of drinks. You really want to have the best night's sleep. And something that I do on a regular basis when I do go to bed, I will stay up and watch my Breaking Bad, my Sons of Anarchy. And in the past, when I've had an audition the next day, I do find myself in that tense, negative, or in a really, if I was to watch Sons of Anarchy, really angry mood or something, in a really completely different headspace, as opposed to if I went to bed listening to classical music before I go to sleep, or even guilty enough to say Tony Robbins' motivational speech the night before. It really does help being in the right headspace going to sleep, because the way you wake up in the morning is going to help a hell of a lot when you walk into the audition room. So definitely have a good night's sleep. Don't watch Sons of Anarchy. Don't be drunk. And go to bed with a really positive mind. Leave so much time for you to get there, because in a lot of the case, as an example, happened to me, and it happened to a really good friend of mine, is you leave at a reasonable time, and living out west, the M4, someone's broken down on the road. Or there's been that time where you've gotten into a car accident and you've broken down. So many little things that hinder you when you do leave it quite late. So you really want to leave a lot of time to get to the audition, so you don't have any of these stressful kind of moments where you're stuck in traffic, you're beeping the horn at the car in front of you, someone's broken down, you start having a stress attack, and by the time you run into the audition, you're like, and then there's a huge negative moment where you're just in a completely different realm and you're not in the right headspace. You're in the crappiest mood, and then you perform crap, and then the audition was a waste of time. So leave a lot of time, because the type of person I am, I know that if I've had a horrible time stressing about getting there and I run just in time, you don't have that much time to prepare yourself. No time to warm up, warm your voice. So definitely leave a lot of time so you don't get stuck in traffic. Dance class outfit. So always come looking really presentable, because at the same time you want to look good and feel good. Have fun and be relaxed and enjoy yourself. And that's all I can really say. I really hope you guys enjoyed my video. Did talk quite a lot, but please feel free to give me a bit of feedback on anything. I love responses. So subscribe, Tamara Meyer, and like my page as well. Have a good one.